How you doing, everybody? Got a fun one to show you today. Today is the release of a single that I've collaborated on with Scribe of Joseph. It is called Queen of Nature's Ode. It is available to stream on all streaming services. It uses a full instrumental that I put together specifically for Joseph for this track. He was a big fan of instrumentals and kind of like a more like chill vibe, so I put this instrumental together specifically for him, sent it to him. He was a fan, so he laid some vocals over it. And now we got a fun little single that we're releasing to y'all to listen to. So today I'm just going to take you through how I made it, show you the guitar licks I have on here, the bass tracks, and whatever MIDI I've used, all the fun stuff. So without further ado, let's get into it. Whoop! I'm going to play you just a little sample of what the end result is going to be, just so you kind of know what we're getting into here.
Take me back to them rainy days, back to my brainy ways. Light up the world, you know it's fate. Unravel your curls to this Al Green tape. Fuse worlds of Sicilian grape, you could say. I like the finer things. She believes in the power of words that I'm vibrating.
So the boys got some skill and some flavor. So this was a fun track to put together, to say the least.
Fast forward, I'm 25.
So yeah. That's kind of a little sample. So I'm just going to kind of take you through how I constructed the entire thing and kind of where it all came from. So the first layer I'm going to show you, it's a sample layer. It's the melody you hear at the beginning. It's kind of that lo-fi sounding melody. And it's actually sampled from Arcade by Output, which is a super cool app. It has a lot of really cool samples in it that you can modify and do all kinds of fun stuff with. So the first melody you're going to hear, the rest of the song is kind of built off, is sampled from that. And that's this here. You can kind of play across. They have done a lot of samples in the keys, and you can just play all kinds of stuff. And yeah, just a cool little, fun little thing. So that's the first layer. So the next thing I wanted to do was add on a drum kit. I wanted to add on kind of a tight acoustic drum kit. I was tempted to record this on my Roland drum set, but I just did it through Logic instead, just using like a tight kit. It kind of had a similar effect. I mean, if I'm recording it on a Roland drum set, it's also just electronic, so, but it sounds acoustic. So yeah, so here's the drum kit I chose. Yeah, it's just a nice little kit, so throwing that together into the song is what it sounds like. So the next layer, obviously, I wanted to add was nice, just a little smooth bass line. For this, I didn't really want to use any synths or anything. Joseph is a big fan of real instruments. That's why I chose a drum kit that was sampled off an acoustic kit, and why I'm going to record on a real bass. So I'm going to strap up the bass and put that on for you and show you the bass line. I'm going to have his vocals on for this one, just to add an extra layer so you can hear his vocals while I'm playing it. But yeah, this is this riff.
Take me back. Take me back to them rainy days, back to my brainy ways. Mind in a cage, enslaved to the page. Pops in pain, morphine to the brain. Now we filled up with rage, life was a maze. Basketball was my stage. I first learned to fail so miserably, measurably. Sized up till I reached 6'5" in that summer breeze. Summer breeze, summer breeze, summer breeze, yeah, in the staring at the stars, laying in the leaves of the evergreen state. Close my eyes as my soul wants to fade.
Nothing crazy.
Let it fade away.
Alright, and so now the bass is layered over on top of that, so you got the bass is kind of leading into it.
Anyways, mind in a cage, enslaved to the page. Pops in pain,
Joseph just
morphine to the brain. Now we filled up with rage, life was a maze. Basketball was my stage.
Awesome.
I first learned to fail so miserably, measurably.
So with those three things, we have a really good foundation. We got the melody, we got the bass, and we got the drums all layering together. Nothing too crazy. I don't want this to be complex. Just, you know, nice and simple. Leave plenty of room for vocals to really pop, which in this case,
pops in pain,
they do.
Morphine to the brain. Now we filled up with
but I wanted just to have some kind of other sort of fourth element that comes in and out. And so I did two things. I have a vocal sample and I have a guitar solo. So I'm going to show you the vocal sample. So this is this coming in, just the female vocals laid over. Just adds to the tranquility vibe. vocals on top of that.
I like the finer things. She believes in the power of words.
Works
That
really
I'm
well.
vibrating.
Nice little background ambience.
And I'm vibrating.
That's really the other layer. Then the last layer comes in. It's just a guitar solo. Then it goes back to that female vocal again. So yes, this is a guitar solo. Nothing too crazy. Just nice and easy. I don't want it to be too complex because I want the vocals to be the main thing that punches through.
Fast forward, I'm 25, retreating to Iceland. Pretty mixed queen, that's the mind of a Viking. Soul of the goddess. Let me try this, your highness. Not to be modest, not even the slightest. I'm loving your shyness, you're making me honest. I know how it all started, let's put that behind us. The path is beyond us. You love me with nothing that wouldn't define us. To think everything I used to touch turned dust. Built me a crowd, got me some clients, redefining my own science. From 0 to 6 figures beside your sick figure. Swear never I lie in this. I wrote this on a bus just trying to attain prosperous life.
Yeah, so that's the guitar. Just a nice little easy thing to layer over the top of it, and it works. You know, it's kind of in the background, so it still works well with vocals.
This, your highness, not to be modest, not even the slightest. I'm loving your shyness, you're making me honest. I know how it all
plays
started,
along
put
with
that
the bass.
behind us. The path is beyond us.
So it all kind of works together, nice little flow. And yeah, that's the layers. And after the solo, it just
just trying to attain prosperous life for me and my lioness.
drops back into the vocals.
Take me back to them rainy days.
So yeah, just nice little mellow beat. So yeah, in terms of different instruments and parts of the song, that's really it. It's just those 5 things. And Joseph also has some cool ad-libs that he threw on here.
Take me back to them rainy days, back to my brainy ways. Mine in a cage,
nice little ad-libs, and I just did some panning effects on those just to have them bounce left and right.
Life was a maze, basketball was my stage. I first learned to fail so miserably.
Just kind of goes in and out. That's all its automation is.
Sized up till I reached 6'5" in that summer breeze, summer breeze.
Then it was just down to, after that, it was just down to mixing the track up. I can show you my mixing board here. Nothing too crazy, some pretty standard stuff. The only thing I have truly centered is the lead vocals. Otherwise, the ad-libs and the melody and all that stuff, those are all to the left or to the right. Just to kind of fill up the whole space and make sure that the only thing in the center is the vocals to give them that good clear punch. So I've kind of balanced everything accordingly, just to make sure that center channel is just full clear for the vocals. And yeah, that is the making of Queen of Nature's Ode. So, hope you like it. I'm going to play the track back for you now so you can hear it, but you can also find it on all streaming services. So, if you want to listen on Spotify or iTunes, whatever, it's all there. And if you want to follow Scribe of Joseph, I'm going to put his social media, his SoundCloud and Instagram in the link below, as well as a link to the song on Spotify. So if you want to follow him, you definitely should. That way you can say you listened to him and followed him before he got big and famous, because this dude is going places for sure. If you have an idea for a song and you want help collaborating on it and you need somebody to help take you to the next step, let me know, reach out. I want to make this a very collaborative channel, hence why I'm doing this collaboration in this video. If I could just constantly just release stuff like this and get artists and vocalists on here, I'd be a happy camper. It'd be some good content for everybody to listen to and good music and make some cool stuff. So without further ado, here is Queen of Nature's Ode by Scribe of Joseph.
You love me with nothing that wouldn't define us. To think everything I used to touch turned dust. Built me a crowd, got me some clients, redefining my own science. From 0 to 6 figures beside your sick figure. Swear never I lie in this. I wrote this on a bus just trying to attain prosperous life for me and my lioness. Take me back to them rainy days, back to my brainy ways. Light up the world, you know it's fate. Unravel your curls to this Al Green tape. Few swirls of Sicilian grape, you could say. I like the finer things. She believes in the power of words, and I'm vibrating. And I'm vibrating, and I'm vibrating. That's my baby, she has me feeling hazy. Spacelit, levitate me up to the clouds. That's where you chase me, my grind is too crazy. Path too amazing, paper we chasing. Beautiful curves I am faced with. She love when I'm spacing, she know what I'm blessed with.